Hello and welcome. Well, we've got a lot of stuff in the news today. We got Chevrolet and Lexus. Lamborghini showing off that brand new Aventador drop head. We got the new F70s back in the news a little bit again. VW with a brand new interesting way of powering their new plant, at least a little bit of it. And some ending sales numbers for the 2013 Scottsdale, Arizona Barrett-Jackson auction. First up on the list, some little things leaked out about Chevrolet is going to release a brand new diesel variant of the Chevrolet Cruze here. It's going to make its official debut at the Chicago Motor Show in a little over a week. So we'll get some real news when it comes actually from Chevrolet in Chicago. Now, this is going to be the first kind of somewhat affordable diesel version of an automobile that we've seen in the United States in quite some time. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what this vehicle is going to cost and whatnot, and usually somewhere around a little less than $2,000 is what it costs for a diesel variant. But the savings are pretty huge. The diesel fuel in the United States market is still quite a bit more expensive. I think around somewhere around 50 cents more expensive than it is of its petroleum counterpart. But you do get some phenomenal fuel economies. I'm thinking that this car could easily get somewhere around 50 to even more miles per gallon on the highway and still really good numbers in town. And the beautiful thing about a diesel is you don't have to drive it soft to get these numbers. So it'll be interesting to see what this thing does, and it'll be even more interesting to see how well this thing is received in the U.S. market. If this thing starts selling, expect all the competition to jump on board with their somewhat affordable lineup of diesel variants in their automobiles. So it'll be interesting to see Chevrolet making its first full push for diesel. Lexus is in the news too, and this is a soft, simple little story. They've trademarked the letters RCF. Now there's some rumors that this is going to be a brand new coupe model, or could be the LFCC model. This could be its official name. Nothing real has come of this yet, but whenever you see a car manufacturer that'll actually trademark a name and register a name, you know that something's coming, and it's always pretty entertaining to get to see what Lexus has up their sleeve for this particular vehicle. Lamborghini's in the news. The brand new Aventador drop head makes its official debut just a 3 days ago in Miami, Florida in the United States. Now this is a shot of the car actually just coming out, and they actually did a huge run around where they ran, on the airport runway, did some acceleration runs, and they got it out on the highway with a whole bunch of Lamborghini enthusiasts. Well, they had 4 of these Aventador drop tops actually in appearance, and if you want to, head on over to the Motorcars Enthusiast Facebook page, and you can take a peek at a little video that they shot over this thing. Pretty doggone interesting, but it's neat. The new Aventador is now out. The drop top is out, available for sale. No word on the pricing as of yet, but we'll get that very soon, and we'll bring it to you. Next up on the list, the F70 is back in the news, and I know a lot of you are probably looking at me going, it's the F-150. Well, I can tell you absolutely guaranteed that this will not be called the F-150 when it unveils, and I know that it is an internal name that Ferrari has given it, but I just proceed to call it the F70, as is the next in the lineage after the F60 Enzo. The F70 is pretty slick with the hybrid Cruze system and the almost nearly 1,000 brake horsepower this thing's going to have. Here in huge numbers, actually just under 230 mile an hour top speed. But here's a couple little interesting marks of what's come out just in the past several days. A little less than 500. In fact, 499 of these cars are going to be built worldwide. So the car is going to be fairly rare, kind of like the F60 counterpart. Now, also, we're hearing rumors that the car is going to go for 1.2 million euros, which is going to be somewhere around 1,600,000 in US dollars. So kind of somewhat maybe that could be the price, which puts it right in that wheelhouse of its 2 major competitors. The thing will be making its official debut at the Geneva Motor Show, and we'll have a lot more news when it comes to Geneva. Next up on the list, Volkswagen's in the news. Volkswagen's in the news for something a little bit entertaining. This is a picture of their brand new solar farm that's down there by Chattanooga, Tennessee plant. Now, this thing is not, 100% going to run the plant, but when the plant is running, 12.5% of all the electricity that's needed for it is going to be coming right from here. And in fact, when the plant isn't running or production isn't running, it can run 100% of all the power needs for the plant. Pretty slick little deal, and Volkswagen says that they're going to, this is going to be a wave of the future of what they're going to try to do. And I think you'll see this probably out of a lot of manufacturers coming soon. Pretty doggone slick. That's a whole lot of solar panels. And it's pretty cool. Good for you, Volkswagen. Last up on the list, we're going to talk about Barrett-Jackson's overall sales. They had a huge year at the Scottsdale auction, the biggest ever. 1,343 cars crossed the block and sold, and for a price of just under $109 million. In fact, the official count is $108,766,069. Now, 21 of those cars were actually sold separately for charity at just a tick over $5 million. So, a big year, the biggest year ever for the Barrett-Jackson auction. Pretty exciting for what may be coming down the pike for the next 4 auctions that will be coming down this year in the year of 2013. And if you want to, you can check out, we update the Facebook page every day if you want to go check out the Motorcars Enthusiast Facebook page. A lot of neat stuff on there, and we have a little bit of fun on there too. Also, you can subscribe to the channel at any time. We love having brand new subscribers, and you get to see the first shows as soon as they're out. And that's pretty much all I saw that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motorcars Enthusiasts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.